It's a project that's been a long time in the making. We've been on site for over 2 years now, since September 2019. And I think we've encountered one or two issues along the way in terms of unforeseen structural problems, in terms of high river levels, and in terms of archaeology. Obviously, any unforeseen causes a little bit of delay and the associated pressure with finding a solution quickly. But in terms of the highs, I think now seeing the project come to completion, seeing the spaces refurbished and repurposed for their new uses, and the building revealed in all its glory has just been fantastic. The intention from day one has been for the council to invest in the structure and the fabric of the building, a once in a generation of investment. I mean, the project is over £20 million investment by the council. And we wanted to make sure that the buildings are put in good order for the next 100 years. Investment in quality, investment in the structure and the fabric and new services, accessibility, and so that they're flexible for the future as well for their new use. You've got a complex which has grade 1 listed buildings from the medieval period, grade 2 star listed buildings from the Victorian and early 20th century, grade 2 listed buildings on the riverside with 2 very limited access to the city centre, and of course the city centre, which is subject to its own access restrictions. Technical challenges for the contractor Vinci were to access with the major bulk materials and to take away the demolition materials, which was done using the river logistics and the riverside crane. That comes at a cost, but it was the only way to deliver the project on this tight city centre site. And that intention to safeguard the buildings for the city. The council's made that investment, but the operator, York Science Park Limited, there has been with public access. There's a cafe on the site, and people are going to be welcome into the complex, as much as possible. And I'll certainly be taking every opportunity to come back, have a cup of coffee in a riverside room, and perhaps reflect on some of the challenges that we overcame to get this far.